right, there's 11 drills. Oh crap, it's got to be finished today. Grab him by the nuts. You know, there we go. It just seemed like what he's phoned in on a Friday afternoon, right? But you know, people can. I mean, on that as well is just again, please. Yeah, it's the way this is often taught. Do you mind facing that way for me? That they teach the bear hug as if the criminal's kind of, haha. You know, but more likely, you know, they'd be in front of you and there's been some attempt to do this. Is that okay? So to me, that would be a better way to drill it. But with the photograph, just shows you're already in that position. But you could practice getting into it as well, that first one. It's in the Babishi that as well. The old name for it in there is the guardian closes the door behind himself. You know, so imagine just closing the door. You know, so you can kind of see the posture, you know, grabbing the doorknob and pulling it shut. So, you know, it's in there. If the grip breaks, it has a slightly different name. So if you get your arm on the inside and the grip breaks, so you're kind of in more in this position, so it strikes back on that one. And the name for that one is to strike the branch of the plum tree so hard that the flowers fall off. Which is a needly graphic, poetic description, right? Anywho. So if you want to give it solo, then we'll do a couple of quick bonus drills as well, right? So when I'd finished number 9, and then to get into number 10, remember all the turns are clockwise. So I'll just pivot and straight into that first posture. All right, so we've done number 9 on there, pivot that foot round, pop, is how I decided to get to there. And then I grab and do the back fist, and then I do the elbow, right? And for number 11, I need to change the posture over. So I just step forwards and put my arm forwards again. Is okay, then I'm back where I was. Again, you could do it slow if you wanted. I opted to do it quick, but you could do it slow. For the last bit, I wanted to keep all the turns anti-clockwise, just to make it simpler. So I'll take my back foot round, put my closed hand on my chest, put my open hand here, slowly close it, and then step back. Now this is the one where my friend from Germany wanted to change it, and I get it, because he said to me, I think an important part of this technique is the step forwards, how you get there. He says, and in the kata as you've got it, you don't step forwards. So the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to do the same turn, but I'm going to go here, here. So he brought his foot back in and then brought it back out. Is that okay? So when he went from there, you know, he kind of brought himself around and then stepped, squeezed, and then stepped back. I'm like, yeah, I get it. I get it. Now in my mind, I know that when they grab me, I'm not always going to be in Zenkutsudachi, right? So I thought, I don't need to add that detail in. I feel comfortable with the kata as is, but I get why he changed it. You know what I mean? So the way I do it, you make your own choices. Just take the back round anti-clockwise. There. See, I'm leaning forwards a little bit as well, just like I would be. I'm not upright. Slight lean, slow closure of the hand. I'm done. Right, so finish the kick. Straight under back fist elbow. Push forwards. Move in. Step. Squeeze. Back. Don't expect you to get it. You've got 2 minutes to have a little play with it. And then we'll do some free extra, you can forget about everything you've done drills, and then I'll record everything we've done, so you've got your study notes to take away. Really dated. Right, so I mentioned the Flintstones as one when I was teaching, and people, half the room were, why, what's that? You know, I even had one of my own black belts. I said, it's like Bruce Lee said, you know, I goes, who's he then? Get out. So this is another dated reference. Paul Daniels. Yeah, so for those old enough to remember him, way back when he did, and QED, you know, used to be this show on BBC, there was one on memory that Paul Daniels presented, so this popular science show. And what he did on it, it was like various, and you could play along at home, various things you could do. And one of them was they flashed up pictures on the screen for a half a second of various famous landmarks, so the Taj Mahal, the Arc de Triomphe, you know, Eiffel Tower, all that kind of stuff. Bum, 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 loads of them popping up. And then they said, right, write down as many as you can remember. You have a minute, you know, so I'm playing along at home and didn't get that many. And they said, right, now what we're going to do is we're going to flash up other images and you have to say whether it was part of the first group or not. Right? And I got every single one of those right. That wasn't, that wasn't, that wasn't. And the point was to explain that sometimes I must have known what was in the first list in order to be able to say that photograph wasn't in the second list. It wasn't in the first list when I saw the second. So I sometimes think learning's a bit like this, you know, so there'll be more that's sunk in than you think. Is that okay? So as you've got it. And then hopefully with the videos, at the end of the day, you can go back through that and go, yes, that was the bit I was missing. Is that okay? And it's almost like it's a little key. You go, yes, of course it was that. Right? Which is why we'll do our like 5-10 minute little video clip at the end. Is that okay? I want to very quickly show you 2 Motobu anti-grab drills, which aren't part of the kata. But I think they're worth looking at because it gives you another idea of some of his ideas. It also gets to show you that he had more than just those 12 drills. Is that okay? These are 2 separate drills, but I blend them together into one. So I'm just going to go straight and teach you the first half. He's grabbed you, which is bad. You notice in the other 12 there's no gripping. It's all initial exchange. He swings a shot towards your head, which Motobu counters. Right? What he then does, I mean, you think this? That's not what he does. He goes, bang, he hits the body. Right? Now, why does he do that? It's because he wants his arm straightened out. He's okay, because then the next thing he does from there is almost like a Soto or Uchi, depending on which your style labels that. Right? He goes from there, he goes crack against the back of the arm. Now, if that arm was still bent, and Ali swings a shot and I go bang, bang, and I go, nothing happens. Right? But if I go 1, 2, and his body straightens out from there, he goes bang. And he says, in the hope that, if you just let go there, Ali, what I hope happens is he goes crunch, right, now I'm back to fighting. Right? But he assumes it might not. So he goes 1, solar plexus, back of arm, see how it turns him if he doesn't let go? Shoot out the kidneys. He's okay, and obviously you carry on, you wouldn't go, okay, thanks mate, that's the end of the drill. But he's illustrated some of the key ideas there. So I want you to give that one a go. Motobu anti-grip drill 1. He grabs you, pin his hand so you know where it is. Swings a shot, cover it. Punch downwards into the solar plexus to drive his body back and straighten that arm. Strike against the back of the arm, which hopefully rips it off, but if it doesn't, it will give you his kidneys there. Right, and from there, shoot up. And then you can carry on with whatever you wanted, but that's where Motobu ends his drill. We're going to blend it with the second one, because one's on the inside, one's on the outside, so I think they make a nice pair. So we're okay, give that one a go. So block, hit, strike, bang. I had thought about making a slightly longer version of the kata. So you had Seipo show and die that had other stuff, and I thought, no, I'm not doing that because it's just getting ridiculous. Right, but this is, you could do it. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is everyone okay to give that one a quick go? Just so you've got these ones as well. Have a little look on the inside, right? Another drill he shows is he pins this way and goes bang. Same idea, right? At this point, if this hand is in play, so he tries to hit me with it or something, he recommends here, right? So you know, so if I can strike here, but you haven't got time on this one, he swings his shot. You go, nope, right? And so I end up here. Does that look familiar to anybody? Yeah, and he only describes the next bit, but he then talks about turning your body this way to kind of wrench the arm off, right? So which I'll just do very slowly. But if I go to there, again, does that look familiar to anybody? Yes. You know, so I start thinking, Shotokan's empty, right? So he doesn't make these kind of connections when he talks, like on that one, but you can see it. You know, you can definitely see similarities. So this was on the outside, pin and body shot. He swings his shot from there, stop it. And then all you do from there is your arm's already under his elbow, right? So you just kind of turn, and I would be snapping this way, which I'm obviously not going to do, so I'll gently turn it. Right? And then again, if he steps off like that, and obviously you continue, he's okay if he lets go, then maybe there's a chance to escape. So I'll do that one more time, just so you've got it. So body shot, he swings a shot, pin it, okay? Turn away from him. Hit him some more if you feel it's appropriate. Now, if you want to, and Motobu doesn't say this, but I think if you've got one on the inside, one on the outside, and they're all off the same grab, you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that okay? So you can make it into a little drill with a free finish. Is that okay? So I mean, I know I'm throwing it quite quick, but I think that's the danger is that Motobu gets reduced to 12 drills. And he had lots of really cool stuff in his books that we can play with. Is everyone okay to give that one a go? Okay, last thing I'm asking you to do, apart from hold the camera while me and Ali demo them.